was my T-shirt.
So Off the Record, the exclusive cafe. What a great title. That's great. That's actually perfect for Pima County. Off the Record, the exclusive cafe. I never thought about that.
They are so exclusive. Has
operated in the building without a contract and without paying rent for more than 3 years. And is run by the niece of Pima County Sheriff Chief Deputy Chris Radke.
Kind of fell through the cracks.
The issue with that arrangement, it's funny, this story is more about this other thing, not about her not paying rent or anything like that, is that when department officials selected vendors...
Selected is the key word, not bid it out.
Actually, the bad word is vendors.
Right.
It should be plural.
Right. Pick the one they want.
Gave the dealio.
Right.
They broke state law when they said the contract must be offered first to legally blind vendors through an Arizona Department of Economic Security entrepreneurship program. The mini Randolph-Shepard Act, the state version of federal law with the same name, says priority must be given to blind vendors and operating snack bars, cafeterias, and vending machines on government property. So
let alone that whole long discussion how that got done, but come on, really?
In November, Chuck Huckleberry...
How about we just do the best vendor who has the best product at the best price, period.
So here we go. We got... So Chuck Huckleberry told the Star the Sheriff's Department didn't violate procurement policies by offering the space to other food service providers before giving it to Radke's niece. Then... Listen to this.
Has anybody met the gal they booted out of here to make room for the niece?
That's true. Someone track her down.
That's the one you got to get to, because I'm sure she's got a story.
So now listen to this again. This is amazing. In November, County Administrator Chuck Huckleberry, Charles H. Huckleberry, told the Star the Sheriff's Department did not violate procurement policies by offering the space to other food service providers before giving it to Radke's niece, Nikki Thompson. Now, the county has since learned some steps were missed. Now, let's go to propaganda meister Mark Evans,
who used to work for this newspaper, is now the head of
propaganda.
No, he's not the head Department of Information, or what do they call it?
You know, when you go
to
their communications page, I don't see anyone else higher than him in that department right now.
Well, he could be the head, but it's not the propaganda department. It's the Information Services Department. They're there to put information.
Ministry
of Information.
It's not
ministry. No, it's about getting information out to the voters.
Yeah,
that's what they do. Not Truth Squad. It's that. It's don't say propaganda. That's derogatory.
The using taxpayer dollars to campaign against Allie Miller page.
Not that either.
Oh, that
allegedly, right? Not that either.
So let's go to county spokesman Mark
Evans.
There you go.
That's cool.
Quote: This ended up being a unique situation.
Because there's only one, so that would make it unique. Thank you. Very sweet.
Quote: Some assumptions were made early that were not accurate. Unquote.
Let's spin this baby. Spin it. Come on.
That is good.
Now,
this is chock full of it, man. This is good.
Let's go back.
You think I haven't gone to the permit part yet, have you?
No.
That's not in the story.
I thought at the end it talked about they didn't have a health permit.
Yeah. Hold on. We'll get to that. Hold on.
All right.
Then he goes to, quote, this all started with the Sheriff's Department, their facility. So now we're dumping it back. We hit the ping pong table. We picked the ping pong ball over there. All right. Then what's interesting is, when contacted by the Star, the guy at the Sheriff's Department said, quote, the Sheriff's Department cafe opened in the mid to late 90s, and I don't know who exactly was in charge except for Chief Deputy Stan Chesky and Clarence Dupnik, he said, referring to the officials who are now retired.
Dump on the dead guy.
Blame the dead guy. Right. Yeah, blame the dead guy. There we go.
Okay, I got it.
Right.
Check.
Now, how long has Radke been there? And what does Radke do? Is he like the SWAT guy, or is he? What's his role?
Isn't he a guy who was a cop who retired and then got hired?
No,
had a government job.
I think he's admin.
Admin, okay.
So what was admin's role in Purview?
Probably
contracts.
You are correct.
Right.
Let's see what else we got here.
Can't make it up, boys and girls.
Off the Record had a second location inside the Pima County Jail that the Star found in November was operating without a county health permit.
Oh, that's good.
After the Pima County Health Department was told about the situation, she closed the cafe, which served jail employees. When contacted by David Ludwig, the health department's Consumer Health and Food Safety Program Director, Thompson said she didn't know she needed a permit for each location.
Yeah. And the popcorn guy at the McHale didn't know it either.
Right.
Give me a
My uncle didn't tell me I needed it.
3 years. 3 years, you guys. Go away.
Ooh.
You smell so bad.
It's not good. But it gets further. It's better in there, Chris.
But an email obtained by the Star that Nikki Thompson sent to Corrections Chief India Davis and Radke days later said she didn't obtain the health permit for the jail location. Oh, this is great. Because of its outrageous cost. You got the free dealio. You don't pay rent. We don't even know if even the stuff in there you paid for yet. We're figuring that out still.
They got redone. They got tiled. They got fixed. They got cabinets. Got everything put in. All the equipment, all the walk-in fridges, everything came with the lease, the new lease.
Sweet deal.
That is so sweet. Now, to apply for a health permit in order to reopen, Thompson would have to submit a construction plan and a menu review, which costs $480. Now, we just had Sam from Mama's Hawaiian Barbecue on last Friday, talking about how the county, to pay for, they want to be a revenue-neutral department in the future, was jacking up your permit cost to like $120 to like $800. They want to do it all like in a shabam. All right? So for the regular person out there, it's not so outrageous, but for the one who's got the hookup. Now, again, nothing better than the environmental health supervisor is named Lonnie Anderson, just like Jennifer Marlowe from WKRP in Cincinnati.
Love Lonnie Anderson.
So
WKRP. I didn't know she ended up here.
I think you'll grow to love this Lonnie Anderson also. She has since decided not to obtain a health permit, and the jail cafe remains closed, despite an email from India Davis saying the jail was willing to do all the work necessary to obtain the permits. So the taxpayers are going to pay for the jail to get this person her permit, so we can get her back over there.
Which is code word for there's something not right in the deli that needs to be fixed, and it's expensive. A floor drain, something big.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what's going on. If you read between the lines, there's a cost to get this permit beyond the fee of the permit. They're not in compliance of some way, shape, or form, and now all the light of scrutiny is shining on these folks. In fact, and Chris, at the very end of that story, the light of scrutiny is very, very clear. Where Radke basically comes out and says, hey, well, I didn't know anything about this. I didn't know about permits. I didn't know about anything. However, emails obtained by the Star show that after the lack of permit was discovered in November, Radke received and forwarded correspondences relating to the cafe's operations.
God.
So he says, I wasn't involved. It's not me. I have nothing to do with this.
Sad.
They do a FOIA and find out that, of course, he has been in the middle of making all these decisions via email, back and forth between the different government agencies and his niece.
Caitlin Schmidt's on them like a dog on a bone.
Niece, I love it.
So you are pinned, folks. You are pinned.
Now, there's one more thing here, too. It says it's unclear if the jail location will be included in the headquarters cafe as part of a contract where Thompson to bid for the opportunity to run the sheriff's cafe, or if the jail location will even open. But the county did spend $5,500 on equipment for it. Receipts also show the department bought more than $12,000 worth of equipment for the headquarters cafe days before Thompson moved in. I mean, we're talking about the taxpayers maybe a little under $20,000 to help her open her business?
And not pay rent and not have a health permit.
And we didn't get a permit? Oh, hello.
I think we're fine.
Excuse me. I think so.
We're good. Joe, give me one of your, before we go to break, you have a list of other things the Truth Squad needs to start looking into. What do you got for me? Just give me one and then we got to go to break.
Pick a number between 1 and 32.
31.
Okay. County likes to come out and say, we do not have a countywide sales tax. If we just had a countywide sales tax like Maricopa County.
We've heard it.
If we just had this one extra countywide sales tax, everything would be fine.
You might hear it at 12:09 with Ray Carroll on Bill's show today.
So when we get back from this break, I'm going to tell you about a countywide sales tax that you pay every time you buy everything of value.
6:49 in the morning. Joe Higgins, Chris DeSimone, Ed Alexander. Kudos to Caitlin Schmidt at the Star.
Nicely done.
If you want to send her an Attagirl, it's cschmidt@tucson.com. Let's go pay bills. 50 minutes after the hour. Power Hour's coming up next. Dan Murray's one of the most powerful anchors in the western United States. We'll be here for Food Friday. Wake up, Tucson.